breathing apparatus, and a tank evacuating equipment. Self-contained breathing apparatus, equipment, or breathing apparatus are used to protect users from oxygen deficiency, dust, fumes, and vapors. Breathing apparatus had been widely utilized in Japan since their introduction in 1949 in fields such as firefighting, rescue operations, and escape training at fire stations, iron industry, chemical factories, nuclear sites, and hotels. The equipment can be utilized even if there is a lack of oxygen or if the pollutants are unknown. There are two different forms of self-contained breathing apparatus. Compressed air is delivered from an air cylinder to the wearer via cylinder valve, a pressure reducer, a pressure demand valve, or a demand valve. Exhaled carbon dioxide is collected by the absorbing canister, and oxygen is supplied via the breathing bag. These methods allow for longer use. The units functions as access valves as well as tank evacuating equipment during the evacuation operation. When the sealing cap is loosened, a defective seat may allow an excessive amount of liquid to be ejected. A bleed hole has added has been added to the closing cap to allow the liquid to escape before the cap is completely unscrewed. Resuscitator. A resuscitator is a machine that uses positive pressure to inflate the lungs of a person who is unconscious and not breathing, keeping them oxygenated and alive. There are three primary types. A manual variant that uses ambient air or supplemental oxygen from a higher pressure tank and consists of a mask and a huge hand-squeezed plastic valve. The expired air or breath-powered resuscitator is the second type. The Brooke Airway, which was introduced in 1957, was the first of the second type. An oxygen-powered resuscitator is the third type. These are powered are pressurized gas delivered by a regulator and can be regulated either automatically or manually. Time cycled. Volume instant constant ventilators are the most common form of gas-powered resuscitator. Pressure cycling device like the pulmotor were popular in the early days pre-hospital emergency care, but they didn't always work well. The majority of current resuscitators are built to allow the patient to breathe on his own if he regains the ability to do so. When a gas supply is available, all resuscitation devices should be able to deliver greater than 85% oxygen. Rescue and escape equipment. Critical situations can occur at any time, which is why it's critical to be prepared for them with an effective escape or refuge plan. Workers should be trained for emergency situations and have been appropriate escape and rescue equipment on hand at all times to enable quick reaction and effective emergency response. Structured safety and emergency management are required for this. The importance of risk assessment cannot be underestimated. It is critical to keep track to incidents in order to implement successful escape and rescue operations and respond quickly to emergency situations. As a result, you must regularly prepare yourself to estimate the seriousness of happening incidents by doing risk assessments so that they are available when needed and you have a relevant overview of the hazards. These are some equipments that you can use to rescue the crews in case of abandoned ship or emergency. The rescue boat is fitted with oil-resistant foam fender with fastening rubber outside. The handrails are arranged to each side of the boat for passenger embarkation. The self-bailing deck design makes quick water exhaust. A lifeboat, sometimes known as a life raft, is a small rigid or inflatable watercraft used for emergency evacuation in the event of a ship disaster.